welcome back to the card mat. Twisted prediction. Yes, there is a build involved. Pretty hard to do this trick without a build, I suppose. I used 4 10s in the performance. You don't have to use 4 of the same kind if you don't want to. So what I'll do for this is I'll just use 4 different cards. One of which you do need a duplicate of, because this is what you're going to make your gimmick from, basically. You also need a gimmicked envelope. Be best if I stick something in there. You can see there's a 7 in the envelope. If you shut the envelope, make sure the 7 goes in straight. First off, get in straight. There. You can see that the 7's in the envelope. You close it and you open it up and the 7's disappeared. You can close it, you can open it, and the 7's back there again. Yeah, it's just a little envelope made out of card with another piece slotted inside. Right, I will do a very quick how to build that at the end, but only out of paper, so just to give you an idea. Right, when you've selected what 3 cards you're going to use, what 4 cards you're going to use, and you've got a duplicate, get your duplicate, and you need to put a slice in it, coming from the centre right down the middle. It's got to be right in the middle. So get one. If I used 10s on the last one, so I just lined up with the points on the centre pip to cut it. If you're using something like a bicycle, you can always turn it over and then cut straight down the middle, because you have the nice little heart type shapes, top and bottom, and the centre point and the wheel that the angel's riding on to give you the guidance. So you get it all nicely lined up so it's coming straight down the centre of the card, and you cut it from the middle right down to the end, just like so, and do the exact same thing on the other one. Get it nicely lined up with the centre and cut it from the middle right to the edge of the card. So that these 2 cards, when you slot them together, are a perfect fit and looks just like one card from both sides. If I can hold it square, looks like one card. The edges come up to it. If you don't get it in the middle, you're going to get a little lip running right down one side. So make sure you get your slit right in the middle. Stick one of them to one side for the moment. Get your other one, and you want to glue it just over half of the pip. Right, you can see where that's going. It's just past the centre of that pip. Right, so there's a fair bit of that card actually showing out, and you only want to glue this side, that side, the back of that side to the card. Don't get no glue on this one. You want this one to be freely swinging, right? And you glue that on there. Then you put glue all down the face on this side of your slot, and then glue another card on there, and then put glue all over that card. Well, not all over it right to the edge, but just where that card's going, and you'll glue that on, so you'll end up looking like that, right? But you'll have a little flap in the middle. Yeah, so I'll just get all this glued down and I'll come back and show you what else goes on. Okay, before you go and run off, because I just realized I got them glued down, and just before they completely dried, I remembered your gimmick one has got to be facing in the opposite direction. Yes, no good glue. Yeah, make sure you put your gimmicked one facing down in a facing up pack so it's seen from that side, if you see what I mean. And once your glue's all gone off, you should be left with something that looks like that, right? So that this card can then slot down the middle, slot over that part, and joins right up and cover up that card. So it just looks like 4 cards. Yeah. But that one slides off. It does. It slides off. Okay. That's what you should be left with. Okay. Don't need them. I'll get rid of them. Now, to make your envelope, what you want to do, as I say, I'm just going to show you on a piece of paper. Get your 4 cards and lay them so far in from the edge, about 1 centimetre to 2 centimetres, well, 1.5 centimetres to 2 centimetres. 2 centimetres is probably better. And put a fold over it. And again, about 1 centimetre to 2 centimetres from that side, fold that over. Okay, so it makes a nice little envelope type shape. That'll fold inside there and that'll go nicely on the top. Shift your cards up about 1 centimetre, again to 1.5 centimetres, or get rid of them even. I'll turn the knife away, I still need that. On the side with your flap, cut off a strip about 1.5 centimetres to 2 centimetres from the centre right across. Just like that. So when you fold that over, you've got a little flap down here which you can then fold up. Now I've done this the wrong way around because this is going to be on the opposite side, but it doesn't make any difference. All you need is an envelope. Right, so you sellotape that down or glue that down. I need sellotape or glue that down, but before you glue that down, before you glue anything down, if you open it back up again, put your cards in. You want to leave about 1.5 centimetres to 2 centimetres above them. So say about there. And you'd cut it off all the way. Okay, now is this ruler big enough to do all the way? It is, but I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll cheat. I'll fold my envelope over, I'll put them there, and then about that far above, I will then cut right across. Oh, just hope if I have the blade the right way, doesn't it? No good trying to cut anything with the blade the wrong way around. And then you'll sellotape all that or glue all of that down. I'll just very quickly sellotape it down with a bit of invisible tape. You end up with a little envelope. Now, out of what you've got left, if it's long enough, now it's got to go the full length, you should just be able to trim off at your folds. You will have to do minor adjustments with this. But we're trimming off for the moment just at the folds. Snaggy knife. You should have a piece which will slot right in the middle. Snaggy cut, snaggy cut. That's a bit too long anyway. Rip that bit off. So I just need that just a little bit thinner. But if it's exactly the same length, it's not going to go quite right. So a little bit of trial and error, just cutting slight bits off as you go. Because you need it when it goes in to sit flat against one side. You can see it's in there, sticking up a bit. So when you look at it and you open it up, it looks like an envelope. an empty envelope, but if you push on one side, it'll open up the other way. Stick that 7 in. 7's there, close it up. This is a bit awkward because it's made out of bloody paper. It hasn't got the stiffness as the cardboard, but it works the other way, because the other way is, for some reason, I don't know. See, it's in there, you'll close it, boom, bend it, and you can open it up and it's gone. Yeah, you can see it at the bottom, but that's supposed to be full length. Yeah, so you just need the envelope to do that. I say this was just a quick go, just so you get the idea of what you need to do with an envelope. Get rid of that now, because that's rubbish. And get rid of these, because these are rubbish. But I'll tell you what, I'll just keep hold of them. Put everything else on here. And get rid of all of that. So, you should end up with one of these, where you can just slot that card in, down a little crack, and it'll line up, make sure it goes nice and straight onto the card. Right, you have your envelope, which you've already made, and you have 4 identical cards to the cards you're using. Right, you pick this up, you can show that it's 4 cards glued. Now that's the side it comes off, so you want that side going into the envelope, right, because you're going to pull that off into the envelope. So you pick it up, or pick your envelope up, show it's empty. I'll do it that way because that's a better way of doing it. Show the envelope's empty, show that you're putting them into the envelope, and just put the envelope down. You know it's the 7 of spades. Put a little mark on it. A little mark on the back, just so you know where it is. I haven't put one on this one, but I will do. Put a little mark on it, little pencil mark, both corners, top left, bottom right. Spectator can shuffle the cards up and then deal them into 2 piles, and all you're doing is looking for the one with the mark and the bottom one on there. Magician's Force. Pick a pile. I'll pick that one. Okay, we'll get rid of them. Give them a shuffle. Get them to give them another shuffle, just so that it's a bit of timed misdirection. Otherwise, because they just put their hand on that pile and you took the other one away. Now if they stick their hand on that card, that's the one you want to force. So you just make them forget that it was the one underneath their hand, not that it was the one under their hand that they kept the last time. Pick a card, we'll pick that one. Okay, we'll get rid of it. So you're going to force that onto them. Now when you're getting this up, you're just going to open it up a bit and get your fingers in, and all you're going to do inside the envelope is just go with your thumb. Just push that card down into the envelope while it's still inside. So you open the envelope up, you just push that down as you're pulling out, then you'll pinch it at the bottom with your thumb and finger on this hand, and you can pull that out, and that card stays flush in there. Thank you. Pull that out, show that that card's turned over, and then with the little flip you can show that there's nothing in the envelope, although actually there is, but they're not seeing it, which is fantastic. And they're going to have a look at them and they're going to see that they are indeed all glued together. But don't let them have a good look, because they'll do that and they'll see the little gaff part. And there you go, that's how it's done. What's in there? I'm going to try and fit that back onto there, and it won't do it. So again, you'll have that on there facing up, so it just looks like 4 face up cards. You'll show them ones, you'll say these are all glued together. Put it into the envelope with that part there facing down. Show it in the envelope. After you've shown the envelope's empty first, they deal 2 piles. There, pick that one, get rid of it. Deal 2 cards. Here we'll have that one. Okay, we'll get rid of that one. You've picked the 7 of spades. Open the envelope up, but don't open it up like that so that you can see inside. Just open it up, get your finger on that card, push it slightly, pinch it down there, pull them out. The 7 of Spades has indeed turned itself over. Pick up your envelope and show it's completely empty. And there you go. That's how it was done. Fantastically amazing, brilliant idea of a trick. Which didn't come from me, by the way. No. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.